Like to thank you all today for coming to the Virtually Awful Concours de Le Mans, brought to you by Haggerty, eBay Motors, Griot's Garage, and our good friends at Classic Motorsports Magazine. And from Classic Motorsports, we have our chief judge, Tim Suddard. How are you doing today, Tim?
I'm so proud to be part of this.
Yeah, as well you should. And also from Classic Motorsports and Grassroots Motorsports Magazine, David Wallens. David, how are you, sir?
Good. Thanks for having me.
And last but not least, we have the best mustache in all of the car collecting hobby. We have Corky Coker. Corky, how are you today?
I'm great. Take that, Wayne Carini. I always tell my buddy Wayne that he's got the best mustache, and I'm the second best. But I'm glad to be here and glad to be a part of this esteemed group doing such a wonderful concourse judging. I look forward to it.
Well, you really need to get more hobbies then, I must say, because this is no. Okay, well, let's get right down to it. Let's start off with the Italian class, which is typically a very well-represented class at the Concours de Le Mans. And this is no exception. We have a beautiful, beautiful Chrysler Maserati TC.
I'm thinking the recorder window doesn't go down on this one.
Well, that is exactly why that's up, and because it's up in every picture. So I think that is a hint, and would probably be just a hint as to the myriad of electrical problems that one would have with this car.
Yeah, that's beautiful. They are neat. It's just a tough time for cars.
It's a shame the guy couldn't have gone by Ace Hardware and bought a piece of door trim or something to put on the door.
Or a piece of black gaffer tape.
Yeah, that could work.
You know, just a gem of an engine. Just look at that. That's doesn't that just say quality?
Yeah.
Gem, sure, you mean as in a rock that sinks at the end of the dock?
Yeah, exactly. And
quality.
You know, wouldn't it be complete without a mismatched top on it? Just fantastic. The other thing to this car is it has 120,000 miles on it, which has to be a record.
Yeah. So this is the same car. How is it so bad on this side and so dirty?
Well, if you notice, the other shots were taken at night. So that's, you know, that's an old automotive photography trick.
Alan, do we know what the red car looked like in the scrapyard?
Probably much the same.
That's a shame.
That is just an amazing car with 120,000 miles. Who knew they could go that far? So next up for your consideration is actually kind of a cool car. I really like these, the Fiat Abarth 500.
I like them a lot.
Just a neat little car. You know, designed in Italy, made in Mexico, and sold by Chrysler. So what's not to like about that?
Did you watch this video?
Yes, we do have the video. Let's see if I can, I might be able to bring that up here.
He points out plenty that is not to like.
Ooh.
Let's see, we can bring that up, and we can also edit this, which is what I will definitely be doing. So here's the video. Well, let's try that again, because I did not hit the sound.
Maybe it's better without sound.
No. All right, here we go.
How about a vehicle that is 50% Italian, 25% American, and 25% Mexican? Please pardon the Corona beard. So small that you'll be forever asked after you purchase it, how do you fit in that thing? It's really not that bad. The 2013 Fiat 500 Abarth. I think I pronounced that right. This particular Abarth has been tinted a little bit, blacked out with the lights. Kind of cool. It's got the classic color scheme, the spec that you can get if you buy this car. It's made of pure plastic. Rattles a little bit. 65,000 miles of usage, and it's got some tears. The gear lever has seen better days, I guess. All cosmetic. You sit in it like you're delivering mail. The sound's unmistakable.
The sound is pretty cool.
Yeah, they did a nice job. The tip in the sponsored product's pretty good.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. Must also point out, some of this stuff is a little flimsy. I don't know, the aftermarket bits. I don't know what this hose actually does, if it's a vacuum or what. And somewhere down deep in there, when you go to change the oil, well, thank you, Fiat. You made that so easy. You gotta pull the whole intake off. Well, not the whole intake, but at least this. And then run right up. The battery's bigger than the engine block.
Right, seen
If
enough?
you run it for extended periods of time in the heat.
Yeah. I can add that in post. So kind of a cool
It's 2
car,
hours
but-
long, right?
Yeah.
He loves it.
Okay, so next up for consideration in the needlessly complex Italian class, we have this lovely Fiat,
I like that car.
and it has an excellent license plate on it too.
Yeah.
The interior is a little well used, well loved.
Looks like the floor of a greasy pancake house.
Yeah,
But
so he runs it in rallies.
yep. So next up for your consideration, a Fiat 850.
From Massachusetts, and it still exists. Wow.
Why are the rockers not out?
Yeah. The rustiest cars. And the top leaks. That's not helping it.
The
No.
rain went all the way through. The floorboards must be.
Yeah.
Just gone.
Yeah, I've driven them. They are actually cool little cars. They're just not fast.
So a Fiat 1100 for your consideration.
Drift car.
Placed next to some burnout marks that it definitely did not make.
Quite sure.
And you notice the heel toe action with the driver's shoes in the picture. That's a nice touch.
I'm noticing the cracked dash and no vents more.
So next up, I'll give a nickel to anybody but Tim that can identify this car. No takers?
I
want
don't
it.
need a nickel.
This is
Don't need money bad enough.
this is the Indian licensed version of a Fiat 1100, I believe. It's the PAL Padmini. So you have
When you say it, you need to shake your head and talk like this. And when it's an Italian-made Padmini,
it is
That's vaguely racist.
it is the best of Italian design and Indian craftsmanship.
Yeah, maybe we should go to the next one.
Okay. Next for your consideration, actually kind of a cool car.
I like the stickers.
The stickers are nice.
No, I only like one in particular.
Looks like it's well used, well loved.
That's a cool car, but it's almost too cool for lemons.
Yeah, well, it does have its mask
Okay.
on for COVID-19. So on the opposite end of cool cars is the Fiat Multipla.
Yeah.
yes.
Just resplendent in purple interior.
So the designer got done with the Aztec, and that was his next assignment.
And moved on, yes. Now we do have one more entry in this class, and it's a little bit iffy because this is actually a German car that was entered in the Italian class because the interior and body and design are all from Italy. And if you don't believe what I'm saying, I'll let you take a look here. It is a bitter SC, which looks remarkably like a Ferrari 400. Now, I don't know the intellectual property, copyright laws or intellectual laws for Germany and Italy, but I'm thinking there was more than a little bit of cheating going on in the design of this car.
Well, they were allies, so maybe it's okay.
World War II jokes, always pertinent,
Yeah.
So we have, for your consideration in the Italian class, let's run them through one more time.
Oh, you don't need to.
Okay. So
I'm
let's.
kidding. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So any standouts from David or Corky? Any ones that really tickle your fancy?
I have to say the Abarth, just the fact that I've driven them. Yes, they're fun, but they are kind of terrible. But the fact it's a modern car that does not compare that to the Honda Civic sitting in my driveway. It's amazing that Fiat still sold that car in today's world, considering how crude it is.
But so much fun on the same same
It
note.
is fun, but I don't want to own one.
Oh, I would. I
don't want to own it. I don't want to have to maintain it. It's just we have a Civic Si from the same year. It's amazing. The old cars, yes, you expect some quirks, but you would think by 2013 we would have gotten over that, and we have.
It would not be Italian if it didn't have quirks.
So let's eliminate a couple, okay? Let's start by eliminating a couple.
So let's see the Fiat Multipla. Any love for the Fiat Multipla?
It's same thing. It's a modern car that's so horrible.
Okay, the red Alpha.
It's almost too nice.
It's too nice.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I can give that too nice.
And the Fiat 850 is almost too expected.
Yeah, it did survive in the Northeast, which is fairly.
Well, I wouldn't
true.
say that survived. It looks a little rough.
How about the Fiat Air Italia livery?
Almost again too it's almost too nice.
And the Chrysler TC.
You know what?
That
may be a winner.
That's got some merit.
With 120,000 miles on it, that may be the world's highest mileage Chrysler TC.
Those were a big deal when they came out, right? It's on the cover of all the magazines. Here's one that's been driven, and yeah, it's a little rough around the edges, but it's not been stored with plastic over the seats. It doesn't have 4.8 miles. It's been driven like a real car.
So it must be owned by a guy that really hated to walk.
Yeah, I kind of I am also liking that one, and the fact that it's based on a front-wheel drive Chrysler.
Okay, so we've got the Chrysler TC, the Fiat 500, and what else did we say is still in the running? I think that might be it.
The Indian car, if you look, it's got a flourish
Covers.
like not zip tied, but using a hose clamp, which I guess is a turn signal.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
That's a nice touch.
Is that factory?
Impressed with it.
I hate to say the bitter's almost like really pretty.
The bitter is a nice looking car. It's one of those, could it actually be Italian or is it German? It's hard to tell, but so is the bitter in or out?
I always thought of it as a German car.
Yeah.
Okay, so the bitter is out. So we're down to the Chrysler TC by Maserati or Maserati TC by Chrysler. I don't quite know how that goes. The Abarth 500.
We can shorten the Maserati to bad idea.
Yeah, and is the Pad Mini still in the contention?
Yeah, I mean.
So let's choose. We have three then. We have the Chrysler, the 500 Abarth, and the Pad Mini. Which is the most Italian?
It's your guys' call, but I think the TC.
Yeah.
That's like the poster car for lemons.
I would say I'll go with you there. It's so. Again, what were they thinking? It is I hate to say it, a rather pedestrian chassis with Italian bodywork that did not look much different than the American version you could have bought, like anywhere.
They worked unreliability in there, which is good.
Yeah.
I'm reminded of my uncle Bob Coker, who's since passed for the last 3 years. When these cars were just a few years old, he told me without question that these things were going to be the new high-end collector cars. And I told him he was full of it at the time.
Uncle Bob's an idiot.
Uncle Bob was an idiot on this car specifically, without a doubt. And because of that, I vote for the Maserati TC without question.
Well, the Uncle Bob Award.
For the Uncle Bob, what are you thinking award?
I think that's a fine one. I think that's a well-deserved win, and for that, and they're definitely going to need this. They win a $300 eBay gift card to buy parts for that car, and also looking at the outside condition, they get some car care products from our friends at Griot's Garage, which they definitely need. Now we have
Griot make anything good enough to help that car?
Absolutely. Well, they do. That's just it. They even that car can be helped by the amazing products that Griot's Garage has.